that can make your guitar playing better. And this is regardless of what you're practicing. This one thing is called repetition. By repeating the same thing over and over again, you will, inevitably become better at whatever it is that you are practicing. The problem with repetition is that at some point it becomes boring. And so if we don't find a way to make things interesting and more musical, then at some point we just kind of give up. Now in this video I want to show you how we can make a simple fingerpicking exercise more interesting to play. Now when I say more interesting, I also mean that it's going to be a little bit more challenging. In fact, we are going to play the same melody 4 different times. In fact, the melody that I played at the beginning of the video is basically the same. And I played it here, then here, here, and then back here, but with the bass. Now let's talk about the melody. We are in the key of G major, and the melody is played with just 5 notes. Now I'm going to show you the 5 notes in each position. I want you to memorize the position of the note, but also the name. So the 5 notes are the note G, which is going to be played on the low E string fret number 3, the note A, the A string open, the note B, which is the fret number 2, and the note C, which is the fret number 3. And then the note D, which is the D string open. Now memorize the name of the note as well as the position. The melody can be broken down into 6 different sections. Now the first section is this one. So we have the G major scale. We're going to start with the note G, then we have the A, B, C, and D. And then we'll go back to the note C, the B, the A, and the G. So the first section is extremely simple, just the G major scale all the way up to the note D. The second section is going to have something called the pedal tone. So we're going to basically alternate the melody with the D string open. So we're going to have the D string, and then the note C, the D string, the note B, the D string, the note A, the D string, and the note G. Now the third section is going to be played like this. We have a beautiful set of patterns. It sounds like this. So the pattern is always the same. You have the root note, then we're gonna go a third up. So we start with the G, then we're gonna have the note B, the note A, and back to the root note. So we have the root note, a third up, a second up, and back to the root. We're gonna do the same pattern starting from the note A, a third up, so we're gonna play the note C, then the B, and then the A again. And then the same thing, starting from the note B, a third up, so we're gonna play the note D, back to the C, B, and then the last pattern, which is going to be played with the A string open, a third up, so we're gonna play the C, the B, and the A. Now the fourth section is going to be played with the G major arpeggio. So I'm playing the note G, the note B, and the note D. Then back to the B and back to the G. So we're going to repeat the arpeggio twice. And then we have the D7 arpeggio played like this. So we have the note A, the note C, the note D, back to the C, and the A again. And we finish with this simple melody. The D, the C, and the A. And the last note is obviously the G. Really important, guys, always assign a finger to each fret. Every time you play the fret number 3, you want to use the third finger, fret number 2, the second finger, and fret number 1, the first finger. We're never going to use fret 4, so we're never going to be using the pinky in this section. Now we're going to play the same set of notes, the same melody, one octave higher. We can connect the two sections with a G major arpeggio. So once you're done with the last note, you can then play the note B, the note D, and then the note G. So these four notes will connect the first melody with the second one. You can skip these four notes if you want. You can just play the last note, the G, and let it ring out for 4 counts before you start with the second position. Now the second position sounds like this. It's the same set of notes. Now the notes that we are playing here will be the note G on the G string open, the A on the fret number 2, the B string open, the C on the fret number 1, and the D on the fret number 3. These are the 5 notes. Now the melody obviously starts with the G major scale, so we have G, A, B, C, and D, and then we go back, the C, the B, the A, and the G. Then we have the pedal. Now the D is going to be played on the B string fret number 3. So you want to have this one always here ready. We have the D, the C, the D, the B, the D, the A, the D, and the G. You can see that now the second section, the one with the pedal, is a little bit more challenging because we have to hold the D. The third section, the one with the patterns, is going to be really interesting to play here. We have the G, the B, and the A, and the G. Then we're going to have the same pattern. So we have A, the C, the B, and the A. And then the third pattern, which is played with the B string open, the note D, the note C, the note B. And the last pattern, we're going to go back to the A and play the A, the C, the B, the A, and we finish with the G. Now in this section we will be playing the arpeggios. So but this time we're going to have to play it here. So for the G major arpeggio, I'm playing the note G, the note B, the note D, and back to the B. We do it twice. And then we have the D7 arpeggio starting from the note A. We have A, C, D, and C. Then we have the A again, and we finish. Note D, C, A, and the note G. Now the arpeggio that connects this section with the next one will be the G, the B, the D, and the G on the B string fret number 8. Again, you can skip this section and just let the last note, the G, ring out for 4 counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we go to the next section. The next section is going to be played in this position, okay? So we're gonna have the note G on the B string fret number 8 and the note A on fret number 10. Make sure that you assign a finger to each fret. So fret 8 is finger 2 and fret 10 is finger 4. Then we have the note B on the fret number 7 and so the note B, the note C on fret 8 and the note D on fret 10. These are the 5 notes. So we are still playing the same set of notes, just with a different fingering. Now, we're gonna have the note G, A, B, C, and D. Then we'll go back to the C, B, A, and G. Now the second section with the pedal is going to be a little bit more challenging. So we have the D on the fret number 10, and then 8, 10, 7, 10, 10 on the B string, 10 again on the E string, and we finish with the note G. Now the third section, the one with the patterns. It's a little bit more challenging. So we have the note G, the note B, the note A, and G. The second pattern starts with the note A. So we have fret 10, then the note C, B, back to the A. The third pattern starts with the note B. This one is the easy one. You have B, and then D, C, and back to the B. And then we have the last pattern with the A. So the fret number 10 on the B string, the note C on fret 8 and 7 with the B, and back to the A. We finish with the arpeggios. The G major arpeggio is very simple here. We can visualize it easily with the note G, with the note B, and with the note D. We do it twice. And then we finish with the last arpeggio, the D7 arpeggio, starting with the note A. Now, here we're gonna have an exception. We're gonna actually play the arpeggio using the third finger. So I have the B string fret number 10 with the finger 3, the E string fret number 8 with the finger 1, and the fret number 10 again on the E string. Back to the fret 8, and back to the fret 10. And we finish with these three notes, the D, this time with the pinky, with the finger 4, the C, and the A. And we finish with the note G. Now we still have one section to go, and I'm going to connect the third section with the fourth section using the G major scale. So I'm playing the last note, which is the G on the B string. Then I have the fret number 7, the F sharp, the E string open, and then I play the G major scale starting from the note D on fret number 3, 1, open, fret 2, G string open, and then the fret number 4, 2, open, 3, 2, open, and we go back to the G. Now I'm going to leave you to practice this finger picking exercise. Enjoy the melody, practice one position at a time, and then move on to the next one when you feel ready. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you soon.